Do you want to know the best farming spots and methods in the game? You are in the right place. These endgame spots will let you earn a crazy amount of character XP to level 99, an immeasurable archetype XP that can easily max out all of your archetypes within minutes, and even farm HP and MP instances to permanently increase your HP and MP stats. Like for example, farming insane archetype XP in Disgraced Ruins by easily stealing heroes' jewel root from mimics. To make this method work, the protagonist level should be lower than the mimic, around level 67. Equip the protagonist with any of the archetypes under the thief lineage to have access to pickpocket so you can steal items when stunning enemies in the overworld. Make sure to equip at least the Lucky Find skill on your thief, and the rest of your party members will equip Tycoon and you are good to go. I am pinpointing the actual location of this spot right now, and it is near a save point just in case you need a breather. To start the actual method, head to the room where the two mimics are located. Start hitting one of the mimics with normal attacks, and once they are stunned, cancel the stun animation by pressing the circle button. Let the stun mimic recover from being stunned, concentrate on the other one, and do the same process. Rinse and repeat. I don't suggest engaging in squad battles as it takes more time in my opinion, so stunning them and getting the loot is optimal. If the mimics are about to die, head to the save point and access Academia to reset both of the mimics' health. If you do this consistently, we are looking at 810k archetype XP in a consistent 1 hour focus run. But I suggest farming in this spot for like 30 minutes or an hour, depending on your needs of course, because more ideal spots are coming and I want you to save time. I've covered this Dragon Temple intersection spot in my previous video, and I included this spot again because if you are going to do the endgame trials or one of the hardest challenges in the game, you are going back to the Dragon Temple no matter what. If you need some character levels or to master your archetypes, it is still a viable option. Equip the merchant archetype like the usual, and at this point, you don't need to worry about your character level. I am pinpointing the location again on the screen right now, and just stand in the middle of both crystals and kill every spawning enemy here. If you are not short on cash, you can just equip the mage archetype and use its normal AoE attack instead. At the end game progress, farming here will give you 83k character XP, 40k archetype XP, 2.7m cash, and almost 490k mag if you do this in a consistent 1 hour run. Things will get spicier from here as we are going over the best of the best spots in the entire game. A little bit of spoilers, but this needs to be said, so take this as some sort of a spoiler warning. The Tyrant Star is the final dungeon in the game, and keep in mind that once you access this, you can never go back, and upon completing this dungeon, the game will end. So you might ask, why farm then if you can't go back? Well, if you want to prepare for the final fight or even set up your progress for New Game Plus, these are the best spots you can get. For the next methods, there were no specific builds required, just equip your Tycoon setup and have at least level 77 to 78 to one-shot all of the mobs here. If you want the fastest way to reach level 77, you can just use the full Tycoon setup and quickly beat any enemy in here in squad battles. The first spot that I will recommend is near at the end of the dungeon where two crystals are located. This spot will spawn assorted types of humans and nothing too crazy in terms of farming strategies. Stay away from the crystals as much as possible and beat all of the incoming enemies. This spot can give you as much as 403k character XP, 147k archetype XP, 2.9m cash, and 1.1 mag, and that's a lot. The next spot is located near the previous spot where 3 crystals can be found and which spawns the fish humans. This type of human provides the best character XP, mag, and cash gains in the entire game. No need to change the builds for this spot and wait for the actual fish humans to spawn and take them out. One thing that I don't like in this spot is these fish humans usually spawn in the middle of the crystals, so I suggest waiting for them to come at you to avoid the possibility of destroying the crystals. Always back up your save while doing your runs just in case you mess this up. This spot can give you a whopping 140k character XP, 304k archetype XP, 4.9m cash, and 970k mag in a 1 hour focus run. You might be wondering why I included this spot prior to this one if this is better. In my opinion, the fish human spot gets a little boring since the spawn rate isn't that fast. It is annoying to deal with them when they respawn in the middle of the crystal as well, while the previous method is spontaneous and gets the mob consistently spawn around me. Note that you can also sell the legendary items that you get from these spots, like for example the dissecting katana, which can be sold for a lot of money and add to your gains. If this guide is providing value so far, subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and engaging in the comments helps me a lot and I appreciate your support. The best spot overall can be found in the same area, which can give you tons of character XP, unmeasurable archetype XP, so you can easily max your archetype progress to 100%, while also let you earn HP and MP instances in the process. However, this spot requires a specific setup to work since the main enemies that we are hunting on this spot are resilient to damage. But I do have a way to easily kill these two humans. Equip the protagonist with a destroyer archetype and inherit strike boost, heat up, sense of kinship, and arcane unity. Take the time to read their effects at your own time, but basically we want the highest damage possible when doing synthesis attacks. For the equipment, equip all the best gears you have, but for the protagonist, equip the runic armband if you have it. Or if you don't have it, just focus on strength boosting equipment if your strength is still not capped at 99. Equip the archetypal ring for more archetype XP multiplier, and all of your party members should have this. Buy this from the merchant in Brilhaven during Water's Days. For Stroll in Basilio, the same thing applies. Equip the destroyer archetype and inherit the same passives that I mentioned. Lastly, equip Hulkenberg or any other member with a knight archetype and inherit the following skills: Slant in front boost, lucky find, and luckier find. No need to change the equipment as she will not be attacking in this setup, but of course equip the archetypal ring as mentioned. I am pinpointing the location on the screen right now, and to start the actual method, kill the mini-toothed humans and gather currencies as usual. Wait for the large-toothed humans to respawn and then attack and stun them. Enter squad battle and cast battle cry tackle synthesis abilities to take them out easily. My protagonist usually takes the first turn and is the one who casts the battle cry tackle first. Since my protagonist is a pure physical build, I can take out at least one toothed human during his turn. If the targets are still alive, easily finish the job by making Stroll and Bass cast the same skill. Then when the fight is done, continuously hit and take out the little toothed humans and wait for the big ones to spawn again, rinse and repeat. These toothed humans are usually a pain in the ass to kill, but since the battle cry tackle ignores resistance, we can easily take them out. There is also another easy way of killing these enemies. If you master all of the royal archetypes, you will get the Chronicle of the End item from More that lets you cast the Armageddon's Final Sire. This special ability deals pure 10k damage to enemies, but it costs 99 MP. So I don't like using that since it will drain my Magla potions quickly, but you can easily buy these MP potions from Nuras at the dungeon entrance, so it's not that an issue. For this specific spot, I do not have a specific calculation when it comes to your hourly gains, since the spawn rate of the bigger two humans varies. But anyone can see how insane this spot can be in both character XP and especially archetype XP. In a single battle of the large two humans, you can gain as much as 66 hero leaves of light given how we can easily beat the required enemies on top of your gains from the little ones. You will always find yourself capped out of hero leaves of light since the bigger two humans spawn frequently. With this, I managed to closely max my archetype progress to 100% by just farming in a little amount of time. Let's say you've already maxed every archetype of your members and you just want to farm Incense. Equip the protagonist in Heist May with a Thief archetype, which are ninjas in this example. Both of the ninjas will inherit Lucky Find and Luckier Find. Equip Heist May with Prowler's Pipe to increase the chances of getting items when stealing, and the other two party members are equipped with Tycoons. Going for the actual method and wait for the actual large-toothed humans to spawn and stun it. You will get an Incense when you stun it and then engage in squad battle. Cast Steal on one of the humans to steal another Incense, and then pass on until Heist may cast Steal on the remaining human and then escape. Then repeat the process. However, if you just started the game or you're already at mid-game, these spots will let you earn the fastest experience in currencies possible, and I will catch you on the next one.